The first record of a visit of a Christian missionary in Nepal dates back to 1628, when King Lakshminarasimha Malla received Portuguese Jesuit Father Juan Cabral graciously in the spring that year. He was awarded with a Tamra Patra, a copper plate, allowing him to preach Christianity. Protestant Christians initially came to Nepal primarily through the Nepalese who were living outside of Nepal during and prior to the Rana regime. After the collapse of Rana's rule in Nepal in 1950, Nepali Christians living in India came in, along with some Western missionaries. United Mission to Nepal, International Nepal Fellowship and others are a few earliest Western mission agencies that came in and brought Christianity. According to the government data, Christian followers in Nepal accounts for about 11.6% of the population. History. The first record of a visit of a Christian missionary in Nepal dates back to 1628, when King Lakshminarasimha Malla received Portuguese Jesuit Father Juan Cabral graciously in the spring that year. He was awarded with a Tamra Patra, a copper plate, allowing him to preach Christianity. In the year 1661, Albert Orville, a Belgian, and Johann Gruber, an Austrian, visited Nepal as missionaries but did not stay long. On the 14th of March 1703, 6 Capuchin fathers traveled from Rome to Nepal. Only 2 arrived in Kathmandu on the 21st of February 1707 and settled in Kathmandu in the middle of 1715's winter. Over the next 54 years, they lived amongst the people of Bhaktapur and Patan in the Kathmandu Valley. On the 24th of March 1760, Father Tranquilius made a small new church situated in Wotutol in Kathmandu under the title, The Assumption of Our Lady. After Prithvinarayan Shah's conquest in 1769, the Capuchin Fathers and 57 newly converted newer Christians were exiled to Betia, India. Then till 1950, missionaries were disallowed in Nepal. Scottish missionaries in Serampore and Darjeeling worked on Bible translations into Nepali, which were completed by Ganga Prasad Pradhan in 1932. Missionaries began to enter Nepal in the early 1950s but engaged in development work, education and social service such as health care. Nepal was an officially Hindu state, and while conversion was never banned, proselytizing with the aim of converting was illegal, and the Christian organizations who entered Nepal, including the Catholic Church and the Ecumenical United Mission to Nepal, followed a philosophy of witnessing by example rather than evangelizing. Some of the schools and hospitals founded by these groups, such as St. Xavier's School, Patan Hospital and Tansen Hospital, became highly regarded for their quality. Missionary activities with the intent to convert Nepalis to Christianity increased with the advent of democracy and, in particular, after Nepal was named a secular state in 2008. Christmas is now an official government holiday and the door is widely open for evangelism. By 2011, the small but growing community of Christians had emerged as the political pressure grew, demanding that the government grant them land for cemeteries. After a decade of extensive missionary action, the 2011 census found Christians at 11.3% of Nepal's population, almost triple the number in 2001. State of the Church in Nepal. Until 1990, most of the church groups in Nepal were united with few exceptions like Assembly of God and Church of Christ, but the democratic changes of 1990 brought relative freedom to practice one's faith. This freedom contributed towards the proliferation of various denominations and groups. Missionaries began to enter the open doors in the decades since 1990.